We have a very long line heading down a couple of streets, going down far. You've got a couple of businesses that are also taking advantage of Trump being here. This is actually a hair salon. If you can take a look with me right now, Trump, for all your hair and hair needs, Hairs Are Us. It's nearby, just down the street here in Burlington, Vermont. So that's what we are used to seeing at a Trump rally. What we're not used to seeing is the throngs of police and protesters that are about to descend. You can already see here across the street that the cops here in Burlington have had the barricades lined up on Main Street for most of the day, setting up last night. And in fact, there's something even more special about this. It's the home of Senator Bernie Sanders, the main Democratic rival here in this state. We've talked to a lot of people online today here in Burlington that are for Senator Sanders. They know him, they've loved him for many years, but somehow Donald Trump is coming here tonight, and it's actually the first time a Republican has campaigned in the cold, cold Vermont state in a long time. So let's take you through on the crowds a little bit, just a little bit on the line. Like we said, we've been out here for a couple hours today. We came out here about 10 o'clock this morning, already had about 20 or so people lined up. One man was online from 4:30 this morning. He said that he is not for Donald Trump, but he wanted to get in there to hear his message and ask him a question as to why he came to Burlington, Vermont today. Take a walk with me. We're gonna go look around and talk to a few people on the trail. Hey guys, we're live on ABC online right now. Can we talk to one of you for a second? Sure. Come take a walk over here. What's your name? Ben. Ben, I'm John Santucci. Nice
I want to get in the back.
Ben, you know, we've been talking to people all day out here. You got out here at what time this morning? You're towards the front of the line.
We got here at like 8 a.m.
8 a.m.?
Yeah.
How you doing this morning?
I just went to Junior's to get some pizza, so I'm warm.
Oh, you're doing pretty good
warm.
then. Okay. So, are you for Donald Trump, against Donald Trump? What brought you out here?
That's a dangerous thing to say. Dangerous.
All right, well, give me for Bernie Sanders. You're for Bernie Sanders. We're not going to tell anybody, but he's for Bernie Sanders. Okay, good to know. So, whoever you're voting for,
Trump 2016.
What brought you out here? Why do you want to come out?
Donald Trump is leading in the polls for the Republican candidate, and I wanted to hear what the people are voting for, what they have to say.
So, you know, there's been a lot of talk that there could be some protests tonight in the rally. Do you expect that to happen? You're from here.
I
so
do.
You know.
I've heard a lot of people saying some things, and I hope that it stays peaceful, and then I hope that no violence comes out of it.
But, you know, a lot of people are excited by the fact that there is a Republican presidential candidate coming here. That doesn't happen usually in Vermont. What do you think about that?
I expect people to be rowdy, and I hope that they represent Burlington in a positive way, because I don't want Burlington is an emerging city, and I want to see it represented in a positive manner as opposed to a violent one.
Okay. Ben, thank you very much. I appreciate
Nice
it.
meeting you.
Let's talk to someone else here. Hi, I'm John with ABC. What's your name?
Phoebe Christopher.
Phoebe, and you live here in Burlington?
I actually live in Chazy, so we drove over.
How far is that?
It's about an hour.
About an hour away. So now your shirt, if we can take a look there,
It says Trump on it.
It says Chump, and it has the face of what I'm going to assume is Donald Trump.
Yes, it does.
So why do you have Chump instead of Trump?
It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience to see somebody so out of touch with reality.
Wow. That's pretty easily said there, right? So I guess you're not voting for Donald Trump.
No, I don't think I am.
No, you're not voting. Who are you going to vote for?
I'm going to vote for Bernie Sanders.
You're going to vote for Bernie Sanders. So if you're voting for Bernie Sanders, what are you doing at a Donald Trump rally?
Like I said, once-in-a-lifetime experience.
Taking up seats. So do you plan to protest? Do you plan to walk out?
I plan just to view it. Take up seats so less people can spend money on him. So.
Well, you know these are free tickets
I
tonight,
do,
right?
but I feel like people are going to be giving donations.
Okay, and even though he says he's not accepting donations from folks, you don't believe him. You think he will anyway. Okay. What's now? Are you two able to vote?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Very good. The what's that driving factor? What's bringing you to vote this year?
I honestly feel like it's our responsibility to, like, our entire country. I know people say all the time that we don't need to vote, like one vote doesn't count, but if a couple million people say their vote doesn't count, it definitely adds up. And I feel like, I guess it's stereotypical to say it doesn't matter whether or not one person goes out to ballot, but I really do think it's important for people to think about that and understand that their, like, voice matters, I guess.
Good point. You staying warm? Okay, good. Thanks very much. So more of the line over here now. You know, there's been people out here since 4:30 this morning. A lot of them standing on line. There's some businesses here in Burlington that have also been taking advantage. We saw a local pizza place coming up and actually showing people menus, saying, "What do you want?" and running down the street and bringing pizza on the line. You can actually see someone right there. How's the pizza? So good? Mr. Mike's, there you go. Another local business here in Burlington benefiting from it. Let's be taking a walk down the line a little bit. Let's see if we can talk to a few people. Hi there.
Hi.
I'm John with ABC.
Hi.
We're actually live right now on abcnews.com. Can we talk to you for a
Tell
couple
us,
seconds?
Ken.
So what's your name?
Tammy Weaver.
Tammy, where are you from, Tammy?
I live in Moncton.
Okay, now how far is that from here?
Oh, about 25 minutes.
Okay, so you got out here kind of towards the front of the line, so a little earlier today?
I was here about noon.
About noon. Okay, you're all bundled. You holding up okay?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
People handing out coffee. And
It's been pretty
pizza
friendly
getting
thus far,
delivered.
right? Not bad.
It's been great.
Oh, it's great. We'll do this every year. So let me ask you, are you supporting Donald Trump?
I can say that I'm not supporting him.
Okay.
Kind of on the
Kind of on the fence.
fence
So
right now.
are you a Republican?
Yes.
Okay. So you will be voting for someone.
Someone in the Republican
Okay.
race.
So this will be the first time you've seen Donald Trump in person?
Yes.
What do you think about it?
Well, that's kind of what I'm here for. I'd like the opportunity to see Mr. Trump unedited.
And if it wasn't Donald Trump, who else out of the 13 other Republicans running are you thinking about?
I like the non-career people that are running,
So,
the non-career politicians.
Ben Carson,
Yes.
Carly Fiorina.
And that's where it stops.
And that's where it stops. Okay. You know, there's a lot of people right now that are trying to narrow it down to a few. And there's been this little bit of a battle between Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. Any thoughts on that? Any thoughts on Ted Cruz as a candidate?
I like Ted Cruz when he popped up with the Tea Party. I think, he's definitely a mover and a shaker.
Right.
But again, I'm really leaning towards somebody that hasn't lived their life in politics.
And for you, that may be Donald Trump.
That's probably my biggest deciding factor right now. I don't want anybody connected to the lobbyists. I don't want whoever does eventually get elected, anybody, anything. To me, that's pretty important right now.
Okay, Tammy, thank you for your time. Stay warm, okay? It's almost open. So, people out here, you could see some actually open to Trump and some actually trying to make up their mind. It's been very interesting just walking around this town today. We've actually also run across a lot of people who are trying to petition for other candidates to get on the ballot. We've seen a lot of people for Martin O'Malley here in town trying to get him on the ballot here and in New Hampshire. We've also seen people just a few hours ago around for Dr. Ben Carson, who at one time, as you know, was coming up very close to Trump's lead in the polls. But let's keep walking down the line. As we said, and I don't know if we can pan here, Brad, but the crowd and the line of people just keeps going down and down and all the way. Let's talk to someone else over here. Bomb the hell out of ISIS. I've heard Donald Trump say that. Hey, I'm John with ABC.
Aaron, nice to meet you.
We're Aaron. We're actually live on abcnews.com right now.
Oh, cool.
So, bomb the hell out of ISIS.
correct.
I've heard somebody say that, Aaron. Can you tell me who that is?
I believe that's Mr. Donald J. Trump.
It would be Mr. Donald J. Trump. So what do you think of him?
I think he's a strong candidate for president. I mean, that's why I'm out here. I think it's honestly a bipartisan pin, if anything. I believe everyone should want to bomb the hell out of ISIS. But yeah, I think he's a very strong candidate. He speaks his mind, and it shows in the numbers. That's what people want. They want a candidate who's willing to do that.
So we just saw somebody walk by. You didn't see that sign. It said Hillary is a man. We've seen a couple of those interesting signs today. So what about Donald Trump brought you out here? You're kind of towards the front, so you've been
I've
here,
been
I
here
would
for a
say,
while, yeah.
for a bit, yeah.
Right around 4.5 hours probably I've been outside.
My
My feet are starting to feel cold.
I was going to say, you're going to have to thaw out a little bit before he starts talking, right?
Yeah, for sure.
But you wanted to come out here early. Wanted to make sure you got
Want to
in.
come out early. I live in Burlington, Vermont. Relocated here from Massachusetts, so I'm literally 2 blocks up the street.
Okay.
I mean, it's not every day they get a major presidential candidate here, so
Well, you have Bernie Sanders here.
that's true. And honestly, his campaign took off a lot more than I expected. But this is it's a Republican coming into a blue state, and typically a blue state, and it's a pretty exciting thing to happen. So I'd be dumb not to come down here, and especially Trump's such a great speaker, and he really knows how to talk to a crowd.
So a few people we spoke to online today, they're not sure if they're going to vote for Trump. You seem like you're in. You just want to come here to solidify the vote.
I wouldn't say I'm 100% in, but I want to hear him talk, and I mean, he's definitely up there on my list right now.
Very good. Aaron, thank you for your time. Appreciate it. So we're going to keep on walking down the road a little bit here. It's getting a little chilly here. So when we came out here first thing this morning, it was actually about 27 degrees, went up to about 35 was the high. It's somewhere right now, we can actually pull out a phone and check. It feels like 20, but that's also, as someone said to me, I'm a New Yorker, I'm a wuss. So that was really nice of me. Let's see here. Let's keep walking though down the street as we're checking this out. Okay, it's 34. I am officially a wuss. So we'll keep going down the line. A lot of, as we said, businesses coming down, talking to people. Do you need a slice of pizza? Do you want a cup of coffee? Especially for those people that have been out here since 8 a.m. and kind of want some breakfast, lunch, and dinner for a 7 o'clock rally. It's pretty helpful. The other thing too, let's try to keep talk to this man over here. A lot of people at the Trump rallies, they've actually created businesses out of Donald Trump running for president. So, you know, he's an entrepreneur. He's encouraged other entrepreneurs as well to pop up. People who have created businesses of selling shirts, sweatshirts, perfect weather for that. And also the campaign buttons. Let's see if we can talk to him for a second. Sir, how are you? I'm John with ABC.
Hey,
how you doing?
Good.
We're live right now on abcnews.com. You sell some of the Trump buttons?
Yeah, that's my table.
That's your table right there, and all the shirts and things? Mm-hmm. Have you done this before? Is this the first time you've done it for a presidential campaign?
Third time.
Third time. So who else have you done before besides Trump?
Take a wild guess.
I'm going to go with Romney.
A little bit.
Okay. So you did it 3 times out. I'm going to go with McCain.
Only for Palin.
Only for Palin.
McCain wasn't drawing.
McCain wasn't drawing. So you got better sales when Sarah Palin came along.
Off the hook.
Off the hook. Okay. So how good are sales with Donald Trump t-shirts and signs and buttons?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
Would you say he's the best? He's the best seller?
This time?
Yeah.
Oh, by far.
By far?
Yeah.
How much? Can I ask how much have you made?
Not on camera.
Not on camera. Okay. Let me ask this. Would it be a number that Mr. Trump would be impressed with?
Yes.
You would?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Okay. So right now it's getting a little cold. Show me actually some of the buttons if you could. Now, did you make these?
Yes.
You did? Okay.
Yes.
So I got Hillary for prison in 2016. We've seen a bunch of those. I've got Trump for president. Bomb the hell out of ISIS. Which pin for a Donald Trump fan is probably the favorite? Bomb the hell out of ISIS. Really?
Or
oh wow, got a whole nother side.
Or that one.
Or that one. So that's actually when he was in, I think that's the hat he was in Laredo, Texas. That's when he actually toured the border several months ago. I've gone everywhere with him. Any other ones that actually pop out? I've never seen that one before. Finally someone, well, we're not going to show that on camera. Sorry about that. We tried there. Very good. Listen, thank you for your time.
Yep.
Good luck with your business.
Thank you.
To keep going on down the road here a little bit. So we're not going to show you those more, but let's take one more person. We'll find them and then we'll get you back. All right, he's got his finger up. Come on, can you get off the line for a second?
Huh?
Can you get off the line for a second?
No problem.
Okay, great.
Do I get this on TV? Or
No, not that. Close that one up. Sorry. We're actually live right now on ABC News.
How
are
you
you?
doing?
I'm John.
I'm Steven. Nice
Hey,
to meet you.
Steven. So I see you got your Make America Great Again hat on.
No problem.
Yeah, what do you think of Donald Trump?
You know, I'm obviously not huge into politics, but I just like Trump because he's, straightforward. He, he's not a regular politician. He's going to tell you what you want to hear and, lie about it like all the other ones. I think he's actually going to, act on what he's going to do. He says he wants to make America great again, so
Right.
I believe in him, and I think he's, he tells it how it is, and that's what we need.
So now, are you from Burlington?
I am from Montpelier.
How far is that from here?
It's the capital of Vermont. It's about 30 minutes south of
Okay.
here.
So it wasn't a long drive, but you've been out here for a couple hours already.
Yeah, we got here, I don't know, probably 4 hours ago.
Wow. Would you, if it wasn't Donald Trump, is there anyone else in this race that you think you would do that for?
No,
Or is it
no.
just, it's him?
No.
He pulls you out here?
Yeah, I tell you what, before this year I didn't even ever watch one presidential debate, and every single one Trump's been in, I've watched every single one.
Really?
Yeah.
And what do you think of the debates thus far?
The debates, it depends on obviously what network it is. I think they haven't been fair to not only Trump, but, Cruz,
Right.
a lot of the Republicans. But I think they've been, fascinating, and the only problem is, you get a couple of those, on the lower end guys that, want to get their word out, and they just
Right.
won't be quiet. I think what needs to happen is in the Republican, at least in the Republican Party, a couple of them need to drop out, so then we can learn more about the ones that are up top.
So tighten the field up.
Tighten the field up.
You think, sir?
Yeah.
Thank you for your time.
No problem.
Try to stay warm. They're gonna open the doors soon. Okay.
Alrighty, appreciate it.
Thanks very much. So before we let you go, just want to show you the one wide shot here of the line. And like we said, you know, these are the people that came late. They're the ones that, you know, said, I can get there at 4 o'clock. It'll be fine. I don't know if they're going to get in. That's really the problem, and I think they're worried about that too. If we'll see what they've talked to. We'll take a quick peek over here. So from here, again, just take a good idea. We've already walked down 1 block. There are now 3 more blocks to go of Trump supporters. Do not know if they're going to get in. As we said, the city of Burlington is preparing for protesters to come out here later tonight. The police have been out. They put barricades all along Main Street. We've seen a lot of people for Bernie Sanders. As you saw, that one person we talked to in the beginning wanted to be a little quieter, was a little afraid, did not want to get caught. But we will have all your coverage here on abcnews.com and, of course, on World News Tonight with David Muir. But for now, very cold in Burlington, Vermont, I'm John Santucci, ABC News.